Viewer discretion is advised while watching this program. The thoughts and views expressed are solely those of the two hosts. We're good, I think. I'm good.
Oh, my camera's off. Let me see. There we go. All right. That's pretty good.
What's the good word?
Oh, no, I don't know. Just another week. You know, just fucking eating dinner. You know, what about you?
Man,
Saquon.
Where do I start? Where should I start?
Good week for the Eagles.
A great week for the Eagles. A great week for the Eagles. I'm not even wearing my Apostle merch today. I'm wearing my Eagles merch. The Eagles were flying high last Friday. It wasn't the most prettiest game that they've ever played. I'm going to say this. Hashtag shame on the NFL for sending the freaking Eagles and the Packers, for that matter, to that third world country over there in Brazil and putting them on such a sloppy-ass field. Shame on you, NFL. What were you thinking? Yeah, world-class athletes to the proudest fan bases, to the proudest franchises, Lambeau Field and Lincoln Financial Field, and you send them to Brazil, third world country? That wasn't enjoyable to watch for a football purist like myself. That was horseshit, NFL. Get your shit together. You cost a game either at Lambeau Field for the Packers or at Lincoln Financial Field for the Eagles. What are you guys thinking? Shame on you. Not fun to watch. Fortunately, the right result happened, and at least the Eagles won. But then in another thing, then Jordan Love got hurt on that piece of shit field that they were playing on. And Jordan Love is going to be one of the better players, one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Shit, that sucks.
So that injury, I mean, I think that piss poor field had something to do with it. I'm not an expert on grass, but shame on you, NFL.
It's all about entertainment. Like, oh, we're gonna create new fans and like gimmick and watch this. We're on a new country doing shit. Did they even have any big Brazilian butts there? That's what they're known for, right? Or jiu-jitsu?
Or Brazilian steakhouse?
Yeah, the meat. Do they keep bringing the meat?
I didn't see any of the above. But what I did see was people slipping all over a piss poor soccer field, or like they like to call it in Europe, the pitch.
Different cleats, right?
Eventually they figured it out, but it took a good, I would say at least a quarter and a half before they figured it out.
Hey, I don't get it. Why are they risking it all for places like that?
Send the Cowboys over there. Don't send the freaking Eagles, and don't send the Packers. Come on, NFL. Send the Cowboys to play the Jets.
Is there a specific reason? Did they pick the Eagles and the Packers because they're both teams with green colors, and that's like a Brazilian flag color or some shit? Is that they're
honestly, Apostle, I don't know how or why they came up with those two teams. I still to this day, when I read about that back in, I think it was in April or May earlier this year when I read that they were going to do it, I thought they were full of shit. I thought it was an April Fool's joke at first, but no, it's still to this till this day, I don't know why or how they chose those two teams to do it. Send the fucking Cowboys over there. America's team.
Yeah, exactly.
Send the Jets over there. New York's second team.
Not the Eagles.
Not the Eagles. America's new team, the Eagles. Hey, and I'd like to first start this segment off where Chris was right.
All right, Chris was right. New segment.
Saquon Barkley? Was Chris right about Saquon Barkley, or was Chris right about Saquon Barkley?
100%. Everybody, now you got Dave Bautista talking about Saquon in a
Dave
commercial.
Bautista?
Yeah, that you see that commercial where it was like that Flex is making fun of Flex Seal, where they're like, put a patch on it, NFL. They put Saquon on a thing to plug up a leak. I don't know if they're trying to make fun of the fact that all these players that like Saquon were just like helping teams that like for a little bit, but that it doesn't mean they're gonna win a championship off of it, or I don't know. You gotta watch the commercial and tell me. But
so I have yet to see that. I have not seen that commercial.
I think I put it in our group chat. You might have to go back a few.
Okay, I will have to take a look at that. But I don't mean to be brag, and a wise man once told me it's okay to be humble. And obviously it was just one game, and there's 17 more to go.
Nope.
But one game was that first one. That was a thing of beauty. What a debut! What a debut for Saquon. And unfortunately, I did not end up getting him on my fantasy teams because when I was picking, he had already been picked both times. Well, unfortunate.
They watched the podcast and sniped you.
Sons of bitches. But back to the fantasy, my 2 leagues, 2 matches, 2 wins for the Songbird. Fly, Songbird, fly. 2-0 in the week, and the Eagles won. Fight, fight, fight. So yeah, it was a stellar week for your friend the Songbird. And now, for my searching on YouTube earlier this afternoon, I found our official mascot.
Oh, that. The Apostle Bird? I gotta put up a picture.
656. Mark it. The official mascot of the Apostle Songbird Show, the Apostle Bird, indigenous of Australia. Who knew that there was such a marvelous creature?
I didn't know. I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, what?
Be a great creature to be an Apostle Bird. I mean,
that's
wow. And here's another breaking news, and as much as I hate to admit it, the Phillies aren't going to do it. The Phillies just aren't going to do it. And I don't know if I talked about this. It's not going to be because of the pitching. It's going to be the hitting. The Phillies were playing this wonk-ass team today, Tampa Bay, and they was winning freaking 1-0, and they only had 2 hits, and then Kyle Schwarber just hit this laser over the center field fence about 447 feet, and that was their second hit of the game, and they're winning 1-0, and I'm sitting there, I'm watching this game, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way they're going to win this game 1-0. No way. So then they get to the 9th, and their closer, Carlos Estevez, comes in, and this guy pinch hits, and he just hits this bomb to center, and Johan Rojas, motherfucking center fielder, guy can play center field, but he can't hit his weight, but he can play that center field. Guy hits this massive laser to center over the fence. Johan Rojas jumps, catches the ball over the fence, then his body hits the fence, and he drops the ball over the fence for a home run, and then they tie it. So mind you, the Phillies to this point are tied 1-1, and they only have 2 hits in the game, and still probably should have lost, but then they came back and won in the bottom of the 9th, 2-1, and I'm like, it's just like you can't rely on this lucky heroic shit when you only have freaking 2 hits in the game. You're not going to win, and then they're going to start playing better teams in the playoffs. It's going to be a sad. It's going to be an early exit in the playoffs, Phillies fans, this year, unfortunately. And it's not going to be the pitching. It's going to be my least favorite person in the whole world. I'm going to send you something. Put this in the clip. My least favorite person in the whole world. And I think now everybody in the world knows who my least favorite player in the whole world is, Trey Turner. I'm going to send you this clip at about 9:30, And if you're able to put that clip in there, Trey Turner is the worst defensive player in the NL, according to this thing that I read online earlier.
How is he on a good team then?
I'm still scratching my head and wondering how that happened.
Cut this shit.
That's almost the damn near highest paid player on said team. And he's a piece of crap. If the Iron Sheik got a hold of that guy, he would take him out back and humble his asshole.
I hope so. Rest in
I
peace.
wish Iron Sheik could get a hold of Trey Turner.
Man.
I hate Turner. I hate you, Trey Turner. You're the worst. You're the worst fielder in the NL. You're freaking stealing money. You're just stealing money from the Phillies, Trey Turner. Screw you. What's for dinner? That looks good.
I made a smoothie, and then I'm eating it like it's too thick. I gotta eat it like ice cream. And then I made an omelet and potatoes, fried potatoes, and then put a lot of ketchup on them. I'm a big ketchup fan.
Any ketchup in particular? Heinz? Signature Select?
Really, I'll eat any ketchup. There are some. There's this this primal ketchup was pretty good. I've had before. It's really expensive, or sometimes you get a good spicy ketchup. That's fun. Or this place called Slater's 50/50. They have a bacon ketchup.
I've seen Slater's 50/50. I've seen Slater's 50/50.
Good burger place. They put bacon in the burger.
Okay.
Like in the patty. And
well,
then
breaking news.
Oh.
So every summer, after the summer is over on September 1st, we have summer clearance at Albertsons, getting rid of the summer stuff. And guess what yours truly got? And this could lead to some different types of adventures when the Wolfpack's getting together. I got myself a flat iron grill. Maybe, just maybe, if I figure it out, we could do Philly cheesesteaks, baby.
What?
Breaking news. Flat iron grill.
Before done.
I got it for 75% off.
Wow.
Most people were buying and I got a table and chairs that I'll show you too. That I switched out the other table light chairs I had in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I got a bigger one and like a bigger table and a higher chairs.
This is at Albertsons?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had all that shit.
An umbrella. I didn't get an umbrella because I have 2 umbrellas, so I didn't need an umbrella for my back patio because I never sit out there anymore. But I do have 2 umbrellas. So all that summer shit, the grills, the pool accessories. So we got rid of all that stuff, but I was able to get that flat iron grill.
Dang, that's awesome. I'm excited now.
But I didn't get it from my store, unfortunately. One of my coworkers outsmarted me. Not necessarily outsmarted me. Well, yeah, outsmarted me because they were there before I got there. So that coworker got the grill from our store. So I had been wanting it. So I had to call around to all my friends throughout the coast from Buellton to Paso and everywhere in between. And I finally found one at the Napomo Vons. One of my friends at Napomo had it. And I went up to Napomo and I picked it up. That's how bad I wanted it. I drove up to Napomo and I picked up that grill.
What is it?
We have to put it together one day.
Is it its own thing? Like you don't just put it on top of a heat source, or?
It's its own separate one. So yeah, 28 inches.
Oh, that's cool.
3 burner grill. So it's meant to do like stuff like burgers and hash browns, tacos, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have an electric thing that you plug in, and it's like a flat, like, I don't know, like a griddle.
Yeah, same thing, same principle. I guess I could send you a picture of the box. I think I have a picture of the box. Stand by. Picture coming.
Incoming picture. It's happening.
I'm not doing texting while I'm doing podcasting. I've been watching myself. I got to do a better job of sitting still because like I feel like I rock when I want to talk into the phone like this. So I just gotta sit because I feel like I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I think I'm like semi-retarded now. Like I can't sit still.
Nah,
Just
I mean, it's good for the. I think it maybe it won't matter as much if you get a good like see where I am. I'm kind of like if I do move forward, it's like not cutting my head off. I think you're just like a little like if you sit like if you're that close, you got to kind of stay there, or you start cutting your head off. It's weird, but I don't know.
like if I just go like right now, I think I'm good. Like I'm trying to be a good podcaster. I'm trying to have good body etiquette. You know.
Okay. That's what sets us apart and gets us 30 views for our fantasy football episode. You know.
I think this morning I checked the fantasy episode. I think we're up to 38.
Dang, we beat last year.
I think if I looked at that right, I think we're up to 38 views. Let's check. We could check that, right?
Wow. Yeah, we could do a live check of views. We're really getting big. It's just
hey, but you know what's gonna put us over the top, and I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow if she's there.
The Messy Baker.
The Messy Baker. Shout out to Messy Baker.
Yeah, she'll bring the viewers. She's way above us. Like we can't. Well, 39 for the fantasy football.
39.
Yeah, 39.
Oh, man. Yeah, 39 here. I'm gonna put it right here. Where'd it go?
Oh shit! There it is. Your background's kind of make it blend in, but yeah.
39 views, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's what my thing says.
So that's our record, huh?
Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty. Because last year our fantasy episode had like 37. We're like, can we beat it? And then apparently we did.
Hey, so nobody's. They're not giving us freaking. Hey, thanks, Chris, for giving me those good picks. Thanks, Chris, for warning me about Chris Olave. Chris Olave's 2.1 points, or Puka Nacua that we talked about in the podcast. Yeah. I'd rather have Cooper Kupp, 21 targets last night and 27 fantasy points. Cooper Kupp. Thanks, Chris, for telling us to pick Cooper Kupp in the 4th round.
That's
avoid Puka Nacua. Avoid Chris Olave. Avoid those running backs.
They don't give you the credit you deserve. It's not right.
Well,
they're stolen valor, pretty much.
Did I just turn heel?
I mean, you should on these jerks for not believing in your picks. Dang. Yeah, 39 views. I was seeing if anything else got a lot of views.
They worked.
Huh?
They worked.
Yep.
I'm 2-0. 1-0 and 1-0. That's 2-0.
Yeah. Got Jalen Hurts.
Every time I've had Jalen Hurts, what's my record with Jalen Hurts? And I had him the year before, but I got him in the trade. So since I've had Jalen Hurts, I think my fantasy record is like 19-1. It's some kind of like, because the one in the regular season, what was I? Remember I sent you that picture?
Oh,
and then I won 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Was that 14-1? And then 2 playoff games, so that's 16-1. Then I had him the year before, and I got him in a trade, and I won. I lost one that year though, so it's 18-2, 19-2. Since I've had Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team, I'm 19-2 with Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team.
Pretty legit. Yeah,
and with AJ Brown, I've only lost 1 game when I've had AJ Brown.
Really?
AJ Brown's a friggin' stud. Thank you, Tennessee Titans, for trading AJ Brown to the Eagles. I don't understand how anybody could trade AJ Brown. AJ Brown's a freaking stud of studs.
Yeah, I don't get
humble.
That.
He's not like another former Eagle that was a diva that had a debut all very, very similar to Saquon's in 2004, 20 years ago, a guy by the name of Terrell Owens.
Oh.
He had 3 touchdowns in his first Eagle debut.
Yeah.
But he was a complete dipshit, diva, prima donna, cocksucker, asshole, pretty much all the bad things that you can say. T.O. was it. But when he played for the Eagles, until he like completely lost his mind the next year, he was one hell of a guy. So that's kind of who A.J. Brown reminds me of, is T.O. But if you kind of like look at his body frame, he's not as tall as T.O. He's more like Julio Jones is A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's kind of like the modern day Julio Jones.
The Pac-Man?
No, not the Pac-Man.
I don't know.
That's Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, his name
He
was
used to like
Pac-Man?
to go to the strip clubs and make it rain in that bitch.
Yeah, he had a wrestling match in TNA, or they were trying to have him have a wrestling match, and then he couldn't actually do it. So he just like came out and like, I don't know what the fuck he did, but that's the only reason I know him.
He made a little bit of a name. Like he had a little small run, didn't he, in TNA?
I mean, they kept pumping it up like he was gonna have a match, and then the NFL was like, "Nah, you can't have a match. It's in your contract." And he's like, "All right." So I think they won the tag titles, him and R-Truth, and
Is that right?
tag champs, but he couldn't do anything. He just like stand there.
He couldn't get the hot tag?
I think maybe he was allowed to like hit somebody with a guitar, but like that was it, something like that.
Speaking of guys that couldn't do moves that got a big insurance settlement, freaking Brett was on Raw tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you watch it?
I did. And then I did. And I thought that was like the shittiest thing. Like if Vince was there, they wouldn't have did the segment the way the segment came off, because when Gunther was talking to him, he's like, "Yeah, Brett, you're my second favorite wrestler. But my all-time favorite wrestler was Bill Goldberg."
Oh, he said that?
He said that.
That's
and
fun.
You're like if Vince was there, it would have been Shawn Michaels, obviously, because like Vince would have never acknowledged the WCW.
Yeah,
But I think that was more of like a dig at Brett, like to say.
Oh, yeah. Well, because that's like the internet meme now, is like him hating Bill Goldberg is like a big, more than anybody, probably.
Probably even more than Brett and Shawn combined.
Yeah, he apologized to, or not apologized, but he's like, "All right, I forgive you." But then Goldberg, he said he forgave him, and he's like, "Ah, fucking idiot." What did Brett do? Did Sami Zayn come out and defend his honor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I remember Brett introduced him in Quebec the one time he had the Cena Open Challenge. That's when Sami debuted.
Yeah, I recall that.
Yeah. Pretty good. Man. Yeah, speaking of wrestling, there's this AEW show over the weekend. They did a couple things that people were freaking out about. One was John Moxley. He put a plastic bag over Bryan Danielson's head, choked him out with it. People were all up in arms. And then there was a hardcore match where the guys he had a hypodermic needle. He stuck in the dude's cheek, and then he got power bombed on a cinder block, and then he got a chair shot to the head for the finish, like a hard chair shot, even though they said the chair was gimmicked. But so yeah, AEW seems like they're really leaning into some controversial stuff. I don't know.
Boy, and I've been reading that the Hurt Business might be showing up at any point now.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that would be. I like Bobby Lashley, MVP.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that might be something different. And Ricochet's already there, so I don't know. He could be involved or something. I don't know.
Man, I'm starting to think Ricochet's one of the luckiest men on earth. He's going to marry Samantha Irvin. She's hot.
Yeah.
Shout out Samantha Irvin. Want to touch the hiney?
Yeah, I saw them at the gym I go to one time. I don't
Is one of them from Vegas or both of them?
know. Or maybe I have no idea. I've not. Well, it seemed like they were here for like maybe they lived here or they had friends here or something because it was like they were training at the local wrestling here and there, and then I saw him at the gym one day, and I think he like they got engaged here or something. I don't know, but
Oh, is
yeah,
that
I
right?
haven't since, but I don't know. I don't go normal hours all the time, so.
How's 5 o'clock fitness going for you?
Ah, fuck. So I was doing pretty good. Maybe the last episode I talked about, I did pretty good every day, and then I think on like Friday I was like, I'm off tonight, so like or off Saturday, so I'll go after work, and then over the weekend, like I'm not gonna go that early, and then
You
today
didn't get your promise to
oh
drinking beer, obviously. When I talked to you, you sounded like you had several beers,
oh yeah, I don't even what did we talk about? I don't even remember.
possibly several dozen beers, and you sounded like you may have had.
Yeah, it was Virgil's birthday. Did I tell you that?
No.
This guy named
Virgil?
Virgil. Yeah, I know this guy named Virgil. He's into wrestling. And so he was having a birthday party at a local bar called PT's. There's PT's everywhere. And you can gamble in them. There's pool tables, whatever. So then I went there and they were having like a happy hour. Was cutting off in like 5 minutes. So I got 2 beers. Some guy at the bar was like, "Get 2, that's the trick." And I was like, "Oh, good trick, buddy." So I got 2 huge fucking steins. I'll put the picture in if I can mark that too.
26-24 Steins.
Yep. And then so then I drank those, and then I think I was like, the one was a Stella and one was like a hoppy whatever. And so then I was like, and like I had gone before I even got there. I I was See, this is my problem. I don't want to drink beers necessarily all the time, every weekend. But on Friday, I dropped some shit off at Apex, and then the security always gives me like he's like, "Hey, you want some Bud Lights? I got a whole like Tolly Bud Lights, like 26-ounce Bud Lights." He's like, "Yeah, you want these?" I
The
don't want them.
security guard?
Yeah, like there's a security I know, and like they give him like free shit, and then he's like, "Hey, I got some other beers already at home. You want these ones?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna turn those down." And I was like, "I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna offer them to a whole warehouse." So I offered them.
Because you're the warehouse supervisor. Obviously, you got to take care of your people.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but so then I did I only took 3. I was like, I'm gonna take 3, and then the others you got, because like if I had taken them all, it could have been worse. But then so I went to the pool, I worked out, I went to the pool, drank 3 of these beers, got picked up to go, and I think I took a shot of whiskey. I was like, okay, now I don't have to drink when I get there. I don't have to spend money. And I get there and it's like, oh, it's happy hour. Okay, get 2 steins. That's $10 probably. And then my lady came and she's like, buy 2 shots of tequila for the birthday boy. And I was like, all right. And then I think I probably got at least one more beer. And then we're like, fuck it, it's a cheat day. Let's go to Chiba Hut. Chiba Hut.
So you said in your text, Chiba Hut was the best. Damn it. Here I go rocking again. So Chiba Hut is the best restaurant you said in Vegas?
I mean, I was kind of wasted, but so as far as like everything I've had there's pretty fucking good. It's so their gimmick is their sandwich shop, like Subway, but it's more like Quiznos. It's their toasted subs, like get toasted with it. And so here's the deal. Who doesn't like a sub sandwich? It's not the best for, you don't like it, or
I love it. I love it. I've been craving an atomic Italian hoagie for months.
Yeah. So check this out. So
I love sandwiches.
they got like 40 different types of sandwiches you can get, and it's everything. It's like cold cuts. There's chicken. There's
Turkey.
like a pizza sandwich. There's
Italian.
Italian. There's probably a Philly type thing. There's
Meatballs.
all that shit. But they do what Quiznos used to do, which I used to love Quiznos because they toast them. It's toasted subs. They toast all their subs. They have like special sauces and like special spices. So the quality is like it makes. I haven't had Subway in a while, but fuck Subway compared to Chiba Hut.
How about Jersey Mike's compared to Chiba Hut?
I think Chiba Hut's the best subs, bar none.
Whoa.
But I don't know. Maybe it depends on what you like. I like being toasted 100 times better. Makes it better.
Comment down below on Chiba Hut.
Huh?
If anybody's heard of Chiba Hut, give us your Chiba Hut story.
Yeah. Ask. I bet Il Taco's had Chiba Hut.
Il Taco, give us a.
But here's the kicker. So not only are the subs good, then they have desserts. They have this thing called a goo ball, where it's basically like a Rice Krispie treat. That's like there's a peanut butter one or whatever. They have like other baked goods like regular Rice Krispie treats with the Fruity Pebbles or whatever. Then they have like cookies, brownies, whatever. Then every Chiba Hut that I've been to, they have a beer bar. So they have beer on tap. You go, and it's not like you have to order at the counter, order your beer. There's another, like you can go sit at the bar and order beer and then eat your food there or whatever. It's all around. It's not that expensive either. It's all around the solid fucking place. And whenever, and the other thing is I think they strategically place them next to dispensaries. So it's this one we went to that's down the street from me. It's right next to a dispensary. So if you're gonna like
best of both worlds,
Chiba Hut, you go buy a whatever and get ready.
So is Chiba Hut just in Vegas, or is that like a franchise? Or
there's some in California, but it's like LA or Southern California type shit. But I don't know. They should get one in Lompoc with all the fucking dispensaries.
Put right across the street from Patrick. They should put it right next to the freaking laundromat and the Roots and the liquor store.
I think you guys should start a franchise there.
Man.
Or just steal their idea and just call it something else, But
McDowell's. Instead of McDonald's, we'll have McDowell's.
Yeah, rest in peace.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones died today, 93. The king of what is the place called?
Zamunda.
Zamunda?
The king of Zamunda.
Zamunda?
Zamunda.
Zamunda's Bob Zamunda's Andy Kaufman's.
That was his writer, wasn't it?
Yeah, or he'd play Tony Clifton sometimes.
Correct. I think so. Yeah. It was Zamunda.
I think Zamunda, something like that. But King, sorry, rest in peace, the King, Darth Vader.
Lord Vader, the guy from The Sandlot.
Yeah. He was in Soul Man. You ever see Soul Man?
No.
You guys got to watch Soul Man. Whoever's watching, go watch Soul Man right now. It's basically like this. James Earl Jones is like a professor in college, and he's just kind of a side character. But the main story is there's this. Remember the Pony Boy from?
Did he do blackface in that movie?
Yeah. So it's Pony Boy from The Outsiders, and he applies for all these colleges and doesn't get in. So then he hears about the equal opportunity, or like, what is it? There's a term for it, I forget. But basically, like, if you're black, you get into college that you couldn't have got into being white. So he takes experimental skin darkening pills that I forget what they try to explain it like, oh, it's for like to give you a cool tan or something, and then it just turns him black basically. But he's just a white guy with like, and it's not like obnoxious like old timey blackface, but it's like they tried to make him look like his skin tone just changed colors, and then then his hair is curly too now. It's fucking weird. But then yeah, Chong, Tommy Chong's daughter is like the love interest, and she's part black, and she thinks like he's black the whole time, and then eventually he has to come clean, and he like he's getting like it's they try to like make it okay by like he learns his lesson because he's like getting racially discriminated against by cops, and like these two white guys are always making black jokes, and he thinks it's funny at first, and then he kind of stares him down later, and it's pretty hilarious. I don't know.
So Soul Man.
They should do a remake of that. See how that works out today.
Oh, that probably wasn't a good idea then, and it's probably.
I don't think it helped that dude's career. I mean, he kind of like fell off after that. He was like, I mean, all the Outsiders people, they all did really well after, and then he was the one. I don't know.
Doing blackface does not advance your career.
Yeah, he got away with it for a while though, but I don't know. It's on Amazon or some shit. Like you can watch it right now if you have Amazon Prime. Hey, Soul Man. James Earl Jones is in it. He was cool with it. What's the problem?
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, there's a moral at the end, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Blackface is fine.
Everybody's the same on the inside.
Yeah, they don't deserve that treatment. Well, what happened? You dropped your phone?
Yeah. I was playing Rocket Ship with it under the table.
Rocket Ship?
I was playing Rocket Ship with my phone, and I crashed.
God. I got a new work phone.
You have a work phone now?
Yeah, they
God
said.
Damn, pal, you're advancing.
Man, but I think I fucked up because they said you can either we'll add your phone to the company plan, and then the company will pay for your plan, or have your own work phone that's a separate phone. And I was like, I asked the other guy what he was doing. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get a separate phone. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. But then I could have been saving like whatever I'm paying per month.
Yeah, but then they could probably track what you're doing.
I know, like me going on fucking God knows what I'm looking at. They're probably seeing it right now because I haven't switched over yet. I'm like, but like they can't really, like on my phone, they can't really say much, but it's probably not good to have. I mean, as long as I don't have anything illegal, they can't really do shit. But
I think as long as you don't have child porn, you're probably okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I don't even want to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I almost bit the bullet and went to the movies yesterday. I wanted to go see the Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, really?
I didn't do it yet. Maybe I'll go during the week. I think it might still be a little packed at the movies, and I like to go to the movies when nobody's at the movies, so it's like kind of a private showing.
I might go see that. I'm just concerned because Tim Burton, I feel like he hasn't done anything. Like everything he does kind of sucks since like Batman Returns. Like I can't think of
since the original Beetlejuice.
Well, yeah, like the original Beetlejuice is cool.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Scissorhands is Nightmare Before Christmas was pretty cool. Edward Scissorhands was pretty cool.
And the Batman movies.
Two Batmans, but then I don't know what happened, but I've seen several movies of his. And I'm like, it's just not. I don't know. Like he started just putting like certain people in them, and like I don't know. He used to live in San Ynez. I don't know if he still does.
What?
And like my friend, somebody I knew said they were like his weed dealer. They knew his weed dealer, so maybe he just got too into weed and was like, I don't know. It's like some directors, they only have so many good ideas or so much, like they can do. But yeah, hopefully this is fun.
So does that bother you that it took 35 years to do a sequel to Beetlejuice?
That's what concerns me because, like, why are you doing it now? Like, it's like Michael Keaton got kind of like popular again for a few years. And then they were like, oh, well, you could do a Beetlejuice. And then Tim Burton's like, yeah, why not? Like, is that why? Or is it like they really came up with like a good fucking idea? And then he did that Wednesday show, and it's just like, oh, you could play the daughter, the girl, the Mexican girl that's in that Wednesday show. And that's on Netflix, I think. Have you heard of that?
Wednesday, yeah. So did you say Burton's doing Wednesday?
I think he did that show, the Wednesday show.
Isn't that pretty good?
I never watched it. I mean, I could give that a try. Maybe that'll be like, oh, okay, it's cool.
We just got at the store the Wednesday cereal. We haven't got the Chocula or any of those, but we got we're starting to get the Halloween shit, and we haven't got the Chocula or the Frankenberry or the Blueberry, but we got Wednesday.
Seems like it's time for that.
Yeah, I would have thought we would have got that by now.
Get it in November. You need it like September, October.
You need it like right now.
Yeah, they better get their shit together over there.
Not only do we need it right now, because I'm like down to my last bowl. I try to space them out. So
yeah, that's not right. You got any Halloween plans?
No, but back to the Beetlejuice. I remember the one year I got invited to a Halloween costume party.
Yeah.
And I did Beetlejuice, and I did a badass Beetlejuice costume. I have to find a picture and send it to you. Maybe Mark 4120. I'll see if I can find that Beetlejuice. Dude, that thing was award winning. And you know how hard it was to do? I couldn't find a striped suit, obviously.
Oh, so yeah.
What I did do was I went to the thrift store and I got just a suit jacket, black, and then I got some white painting tape.
Oh,
and I just made stripes out of it. And nice. Then I got the green wig. Then I was able to paint my face. And then I got a black pair of pants. And I just did the same thing with the stripes on the black pair of pants. So it came out, for me, who's not very creative to begin with.
Yeah.
That was a cool costume. The Beetlejuice costume.
Sounds pretty good.
I'll send you a picture if I can find it.
That's probably going to be a big fucking costume this year. You'll see 100 Beetlejuice walking around.
Yeah, but I did it in 2015-ish when I did Beetlejuice.
You're a trendsetter. 10 years later, they're copying you.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're gonna have to figure out our cake decorating recipes and how to do cake decorating so we can have 130,000 views.
Gotta get a Beetlejuice cake going.
Ooh.
Halloween. Tell Messy Baker working on it. Get working.
Beetlejuice cake. Oh, did you get my picture? Just give Messy Baker a plug. The picture of the eagle helmet cake that she made me.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Put that on there. 42.50. Yeah, I did. I did buy it. Dude, that was creating extra sales because nobody was doing helmet cakes. She made a couple helmet cakes. If you go on her plug Messy Baker on YouTube, she did because I wouldn't say hounding her, but I asked her if she would do several football themed ideas to sell, and she did them, and we're selling them. So that's creating extra sales that we didn't have at the store, Yeah. So that's getting back to me being a trendsetter.
Maybe she make good money as a baker. Maybe she should have her own TV show or something. Get on a fucking Food Network or something. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I think she's very talented.
Seems talented.
I think she's pretty talented when it comes to decorating cakes.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Have you ever tried to do it? I tried to do it once. I couldn't even do balloons.
I made cakes, but it's like you can make the cake all you want. That's pretty easy. And then even cutting the cake into shapes you could probably pull that off. But then once you pull the frosting out, you need talent or you need experience. Because I try to just frost a cake with I put the frosting on and with a knife, and it never comes out looking great.
No.
It's always up somehow, and there's like not enough frosting over there, and I try and get it off the other part, and it's just
I've tried it several times, and all I did end up accomplishing was making a mess.
Yeah,
no. And the cake.
Yeah, there's never it never looks like clean after either. It's just like, even if I wipe, it's just the streaks of frosting. It's just never the best.
So that does take a talent to be able to do that.
I think so, yeah. Or something. Experience, I don't know.
Those that can do. Those that can't, talk about it on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't be decorating no cakes. But we can talk about decorating them and giving ideas.
Yep.
Creating extra sales, putting extra dollars in that register that we didn't have before.
You should get commission on these cakes. Open our own bakery or something.
It's a thought. I mean, it's definitely a thought. I mean, it's definitely eye-opening to see what we're doing, and I think like we're cutting edge on what we're doing. But then if you go and you look up Messy Baker and she's got 100,000 more views than we have, it's like, wait a minute, we're definitely doing something wrong.
Yeah.
What is she doing differently that we're not doing?
Just putting out the content that people want to see.
Word of mouth?
Maybe. Not, well, like, you think about it, it's like,
hey, you should put the title of this should be like Messy Baker.
Stolen.
No,
that's like
stolen. That's like gimmick infringement, huh?
I don't want to like. She's not even on here. We're just talking about her. I feel like well, the main thing is if we just put up like videos of us making cake and you don't see our faces and just like, oh, like here's a recipe, like automatically you're gonna get way more views because people just look at a cake recipe. You know, that's much more common than whatever the fuck I'm putting on these titles and then what we're talking about. I think the titles really help because when I put fantasy, then we get more videos. And then for some reason that one day I did an update and I was like, don't worry, we're going to do a podcast this week. It's been like 2 weeks. That one got like 300 views, and it was a short. So like, and it just had the date as the title. So for some reason, the date just came up and then like a lot of people watched it, like 200 people. That's a lot, but.
Didn't the short on Uncle Tim, didn't that one have like a lot of views too?
Yeah, it was that one and then your proclamation both had like 40 views. So,
did it?
Yeah, so it's and then I think what I noticed in a lot of podcasts is they put like, let me see, it'll put like in the title, it'll put what the podcast is about that week instead of just putting like Songbird and Apostle 22. Which, like, last week we got like 6 views, which I don't know what
that was one of the best episodes we've had.
You guys are really fucking up. And then also I've been putting I put the end screen shit. So like at the end of each episode, well, the current ones, it'll give you a link to the last most current thing we put up. So that, I think that'll help somewhat, but yeah, like let me look at some podcasts or some videos I watch on YouTube.
Oh, can you put that clip of me and Lucky Chris at Cool Kicks?
There's a clip?
Oh, I didn't send it to you?
I don't think so. I put the picture up.
Oh, I found it. I found it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you told me about it, but I don't think I ever clicked it. I was doing something at the time.
Let me send it to you.
But anyway, just as so a couple of the podcasts I listen to, there's this one called Bad Friends, but the title of the episode is The Two Dumbest Comedians Alive, and it's like, oh, that's interesting, just the title. So I really got to step up my title game, and then. But like, the problem is, it's not called Apostle Songbird. It's called Daniel Kearney, whatever reason. What do you think? Like, you think we'll ever?
So I want to just say, you look at the 57-minute mark.
Okay.
So what were you saying now? Do you think we'll ever?
Oh, there's the grill too. So like, the one bad thing about doing these things that you put online is eventually some crazy person's gonna want to interact with you. So I think eventually we're gonna have to just go into hiding because some really weird person is gonna come after us. That's a theory I just came up with. I'm watching your video.
So it's about it's at about the 58-minute mark is when I'm on, when me and Lucky Chris are on there. But then before us is Jared McCain. He's on there right before us selling the shoes. Jared McCain from the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah.
So then, yeah. So I'm right. I'm like coming up right after him. But then like there's like 900 comments on that video, and then it talks about me in some of the comments.
Read all 900?
Huh?
Did you read all 900, or you just
I didn't
saw
read all
one?
900. I just read until I found some were about me. I'll say. I wonder if I deleted them. I think I deleted it.
Dang, what did they say though?
I'll send it to you right now.
Oh yeah, there you are. You and Lucky Chris. That's cool. Absolutely. You're pumped.
I was jacked, dude, until they lowballed me.
Yeah. What's he trying to do?
Well, he got to work for the company too. He's got to make his company money.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, but look what I'm wearing in that jersey. Look what I'm wearing in that video.
Eagles.
Saquon jersey. Kelly Green Saquon.
There it is.
Damn! Look at Lucky Chris.
Straight to the camera.
Hell to the yeah! Cool kicks.
Cool kicks. Those are cool kicks now.
So that's on the Rami the Icons. He's like 1 million. He makes Messi Baker look like a Girl Scout. Rami the Icon has like 1 million. He has like 1 million followers.
Yeah, this has 297,000 views. Jeez. How do we get that?
Now that I'm on there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you gotta like. I'm gonna put that in the title as seen on Cool Kicks.
Yee. I'm the guy. Did you get the message of the? There was one that said green shirt guy didn't know who Kayla was or something. There's like some comments in there about me.
Yeah. I see. Did you have used Thunders?
No, I took the Space Jam 11s.
Jeez, there you are. 6s with no box. Yeah, I see people put timestamps and like talk shit about, not shit, but like they just talk about certain people. A lot of 37. I don't know what happened there, but I'm not reading it. Yeah, this is interesting. You're a Cool Kicks superstar now.
Yeet.
You gotta use this fandom for podcast bigger. Yeah, as seen on Cool Kicks. That's the new title of this episode.
As seen at Cool Kicks. Green shirt guy.
Yeah, green shirt guy from Cool Kicks.
Green shirt guy from Cool Kicks.
Yeah, hashtag Cool Kicks. We'll do that.
Yeah. Dude, that's worth 5,000 viewers right there.
Oh, what if we get them? Then I think what do we have to do? You have to get a lot of fucking views to make any money on this shit.
So if you get over 100,000, is that money?
I think so. I looked it up once.
So Messi Baker's she's making some money off this deal?
Who?
Messi Baker?
She had 100,000?
The one video that she did has like 17 million views.
Really?
Yeah.
What's she doing working at Albertsons?
Honing a craft?
I guess, yeah, that's true. You want to be good at something.
Learning a skill and developing a skill, and then before you go out on your own, you freaking conquered it.
Yeah. So on average, YouTube pays around a penny to 3 cents per view. Which means for every 1,000 views, a YouTuber can expect between $10 and $30. So then,
We haven't got there yet.
so like 100,000 views, you'd get 300 bucks. So we need like, I don't know. So that guy getting 300,000 views, but I think it's also a thing where like if you're consistently every month getting a certain number, and if you have like 1 million subscribers and all these other things, I don't know.
But we're not there yet. We're still in the infancy stages. We're still growing the business.
We're gonna be consistent. You know, I watch the Kevin Nash podcast sometimes. They don't have many views at all. They must just, but they get advertisers. That's the main thing, I think. If you can get some advertisers on there, so we really need our fucking advertisers.
Do you think watching me on Cool Kicks? Do you think that was like another 15 minutes of fame, or was that my 15-minute of fame being on the Cool Kicks video?
Oh, this is like when you see like, you know, like a superstar in the making, you know, you can go back to Cool Kicks and you go, oh, that's where I saw the Songbird first time, and then I found his podcast, and then he blew up because he you know, like something's gonna kick in one of these days. You know, like Michael Jordan's gonna set your house on fire on accident playing golf at La Purisma, and then it's gonna create a viral moment when you do a new rap about him or something. You know, something's gonna come up.
All the shoes that I bought, all the Jordans that got burnt.
Set your house on fire.
Little did he know.
Or you find out, you discover that Jordan killed Cutie or whatever the dog was. You discovered he hit it with a ball, covered it up, and it's a big conspiracy, tarnishes his legacy. That's probably what's gonna happen. Something like that.
Dude, I'll settle for some hush money on that.
Yeah, we can do as long as we get money somehow. This is ridiculous.
Tired of going to work at 6:30. Pretty soon I'm gonna go to work in the dark, and then I'm gonna go home in the dark. Yeah, I'm gonna leave for work in the dark, and I'm gonna come home when the time changes. That sucks. That's like depressing.
Yeah, it's not fun. And my new job's cool. Like it's new, so it's like, oh, this ain't bad. This is pretty fun. Like just like driving forklifts and shit. But yeah, I'd rather not work. You know, I'd rather just like wake up at between 8 every day, just fucking
go to the gym,
work out,
take some weeder.
Yeah, get results. Go to the movies. I'd love to get the Regal. There's a Regal right across the street at Palace Station, and shit, I'm revealing too much. But they have this pass where you just buy a movie pass, and then you can go unlimited movies for like $20 a month.
What?
Some shit like, yeah. So I would love to just be going to movies like I worked out. I'm gonna go see a movie now.
$20. You could go to like all the movies.
You could see every movie, and
Dude,
then
that's a killer deal. Do you get popcorn with that?
I think on Monday or Tuesday they have a mystery movie. So you go in, you don't know what the fuck it is, and then they're like, "Oh, here we go." Yeah, it could be Dawn of the Dead. I bet in Halloween, or they do like we saw the They Live like 35th anniversary. I saw that last year, like 1 year ago. So there's a lot of shit I could be watching.
Terrifier 3.
Yeah, I told my lady she's pumped. She loves Terrifier now. She never knew what it was. She was like, I'm not ready to watch it for like years. And then we put it on, and she's like, oh, this is the best.
So now part 3 is coming out. Did you send me the clip for that?
You sent me the clip, I think.
I think Lucky Chris sent me the clip. Dude, Terrifier 3?
Yeah.
How about the Art the Clown backstory? Dude, there's so much they could do with that like franchise.
Yeah. Have you seen the old ones too, where there's like?
I have not.
So there's the first one and the second one, but before that, there's this thing called All Hallows Eve, where it's like a three different stories that kind of weave together, and he's in one of those.
Art the Clown is?
Yeah. So it's on streaming on something. All Hallows Eve, I think it's called.
Oh, is that worth the watch?
Yeah, but the only thing is you'll notice that it's a different actor playing him because it was like years and years ago, and then when they did Terrifier, they got a new guy, I think. Then I think there's a short that's like the original Terrifier, or I think it's like a short version of the first movie. Pretty sure, but it's like it's lower budget, you can tell.
So is the All Hallows Eve? Is that like a prequel to the Terrifier, or somehow Art the Clown is just
first? It was out first, and it was like, I think it's like these kids watching movies on Halloween. They find like a weird VHS tape, and then it's like three different stories, and then kind of like all.
So it's written by that guy that did Terrifier?
Yeah, I think it's the same director and writer.
But that he's not like, he did all right, like writing and directing, but he's more known for the effects, right? That's what isn't that what he wants to be known for? The special effects?
Just, yeah, like the gore.
Yeah.
Than anything. Yeah, it's not like the story's like spectacular.
But the gore is second to none.
Yeah. Or like using all those people. I don't know if he uses, it's all makeup, but like the people that have their like faces ripped off or burned off. Like I feel like that's a thing that people didn't really put in movies that much or have it as much as he does. Or like the like what was it? Was it the first Terrifier where like they're interviewing that lady and she's like, I was a victim of Art the Clown, and then she's like eating the lady at the end or whatever.
I think that was the second one.
Yeah. Maybe it was. But
and Chris Jericho's in there.
Yeah, he's in the clips for the new one too, right? Yeah, so that should be fun. Yeah, I'll go see that in theaters. That'll be fun.
So that's going to be around the Halloween season, I believe. Yeah, but then Art the Clown is he's dressed up like as a Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
In the previews.
Yeah. So
be on the hunt. Be on the hunt for a Beetlejuice NECA for me if you see one.
I haven't seen any yet, but you know I did see. I think I sent a picture. They're kind of fun novelties. It was the Talking Krusty doll from The Simpsons, and you pull the string and then it speaks too, like just like the show from the hey, I'm talking Krusty, and then he's like, I'm talking Krusty and I don't like you. They like when they had it turned to evil.
Yeah, they turned the switch.
Yeah, and then there was Moe's phone for the prank phone from Moe's or whatever. I guess you could dial and like I think it would be Bart or Mo. I don't know. But that was kind of cool. They're only, I don't know, if they go on sale, I might get them around the house. Fun. Toy room.
Anything else for the good of the order tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably cut it. I'm trying to do a documentary with my lady because she's trying to like get in better shape. She keeps fucking up. She keeps getting like I don't know. She's like she has to do everything perfect or everything gets fucked up. So I was like, I'm gonna start filming you, and we're like, then you'll be more consistent because you won't want to look bad on camera. But I don't know. I'm just trying to use my fucking camera for something.
That's why I always wear sweaters because I look bad.
Oh,
I can't not wear a shirt, you know?
Yeah, you just got it. We got the garage gym, right?
Yeah.
The heavy bag. And
thank God, the garage gym has a little dust on it. It hasn't been used, but
yeah.
I got to knock some of the dust off of it.
I think at the beginning of the summer I was talking all this shit about, it's like a sauna gym because it's so hot in my garage. It was going pretty good, but then I was like, I got to go to the real gym. And then.
All right, so you got documentary to make.
Yeah.
Eagles, big matchup next week, plugging the Monday Night Football matchup with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
We don't like the Falcons. Oh, and I watched a cool thing on the Peacock.
Oh yeah.
The fight night. What the heck was it called? It was about when Muhammad Ali did his return fight to Atlanta, and like Samuel L. Jackson was in this. That was actually pretty good. It's an 8-part thing, and I saw the first 3 parts are on the Peacock right now. I think it's called Fight Night. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually pretty good. Don Cheadle, Sam Jackson, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Good stuff. If anybody out there has seen it, comment down below and put a comment for us. But I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes so far. Anything with Sam Jackson, I like.
Okay. Pretty sweet.
So,
Old Sam
big
Jackson.
matchup with the Eagles next week and Falcons. Hopefully the Songbirds, 2 football teams, fantasy football teams, the NWO, and the Tribal Chiefs. The Tribal Chiefs can be 2-0 when we have our next episode, hopefully.
Oh, yeah?
And if we were real fantasy podcasters, we'd talk about the waiver wire pickups. So just go on your your ESPN or your Yahoo, and if you need some waiver wire pickups, be looking for there, because now is like the second part of the fantasy season where you got to pick up guys on the waiver wire, like we had talked about on the episode. So really pay attention to the waiver wire. And I think I'm going to throw one out there for the number 1 pickup on the waiver wire is a tight end from Baltimore Ravens named Isaiah Likely.
Okay.
Use him as your number 1 waiver claim. And then obviously those wide receivers from the Rams to replace Puka Nacua. I think one's name is Robinson, and I can't remember the other one. But look him up. I'm sure those are going to be the top guys to look for your fantasy waiver wire pickups of the week. And as always, stream the fantasy defense. Don't buy the expensive defense. Buy the expensive quarterback. Stream the defense. Don't stream the quarterback. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now hit my music on the road to Super Bowl 59. Fly, Apostle Bird, fly. Back to Australia, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles.
Hell yeah.
I got sore tonsils right now.
Hey, you're having sore tonsils after every podcast.
I'm going to have to go have some tea before I go to bed.
Hey, you are. That's a good idea. I might have a tea now.
All right, my brother. I will be in touch. Everybody have a great week. I'm so happy that the Eagles won. And I'm kind of depressed because I don't think the Phillies are going to win, but we'll see.
I think they will.
I hope you're right. I like your positive attitude. Positive attitude and positive thoughts go a long way.
Right.
But it's going to help Trey Turner because you fucking suck, Trey Turner. Fuck you. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
See ya. I had to do a remake. Hey, and the Songbird doesn't always sing either.
They just
Fly, Eagles, fly, fly, fly. On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em low. Hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles. I had to do a remake, do a new version. Now my vocals, I didn't even warm up my vocals for that one. Now my tonsils might be sore. You might have sore tonsils. Comment down below if when you sing you get sore tonsils. Hashtag sore tonsils. All right. Hashtag sore tonsils. get your official merch. Hey, I wore my merch to the draft, and it was giving freaking people was wondering if I was like some religious freak, because I had my cross on too. I thought I was like,
Oh, no.
yeah.